Good afternoon, it's Pat Walker at MissionWinners, doing a training coaching video for everybody. There's a lot of information out there about stocks, and it's good, and I don't cast any stones at anything, but I think it's really important that we develop, hone solid foundations and utilize them. Skill sets on what to look for. I was an IBD meetup co-leader for over 12 years. I'm firmly ingrained, and had to be, on finding really good stocks to buy and own. Not trade, own. Let them work. And you can say, Patrick, why are you so wired tight about that? For those that don't know, I was the sole supporter of a family of 6 with 4 kids in private Christian schools at the same time. I had to make money. I was also helping to support my mom. So I had to make it happen. And I tried all different kinds of quote-unquote tactics and systems. And I will tell you, I've been using CanSlim and developing it further since 1986. And it helped me stay out of trouble, completely avoid the crash of 1987. And I also credit Dr. Martin Zweig, who I had the great pleasure of meeting. Regardless of all that information, though, let's get down to it on what to look for. That's why you're here. Let's be honest. Why are you here? You're looking, I got to figure out how to do this. I'll share this with you. It's not easy, but the reason we started MissionWinners was to speed up that learning curve. Things to look for that will help you. Focus on these foundations and turn off the noise. I can't stress that enough. There's too much high anxiety, too much like do this, do this, do this. You will find that a good base of a leading stock in a leading group that, again, has a clean and simple base, and it breaks out on heavy volume. You buy those stocks and trends pay. Trends pay more than all the in and out action you'll do. So focus on clean and simple bases everybody can see. And there's a reason why. And then we'll get to the fundamentals. Ponder this. You find a chart pattern that nobody else knows about it. Okay? Does that increase the odds that other people will buy? No, they won't, because they don't see what you see. Focus on patterns that are easy on the eye, that are easy to see, that you know countless other people will be looking at it and say, yeah, that looks pretty good. Starball containers right here and right here. It's easy. Focus on those and you will make more money. You will make more money with less stress. And another very important variable, price is good above the line and bad below. Breaks out, look at the volume pickup right there. You see this? Then it lifts off and it breaks out again on this bar and it just runs. That's a nice start. This stock, we own this. It was in the top 10 groups, had an A- accumulation distribution when we bought it. Composite rating, 99. And we're going to handle all this. Earnings, 655%. Sales up 108%. The last quarter, earnings up 887% and sales up 169%. That's how you build a case. And the whole point of this video is giving you the foundations on what to look for. And it works. It works. It's a statistical edge that we use. So you can say, well, Pat, give me some parameters. And again, I was an IBD meetup co-leader for 12 years. I've had lunch with Bill O'Neill. I'm strictly ingrained in finding super stocks. And again, you now know my background. You know why. And I want to share it with you. Right here. This is from a book called 40 Great Stock Market Winners. It's a wonderful book from Bill O'Neill and Company, and I'm pointing this out to you. These points, and I'm going to enlarge these 4 points right here in a minute, but right here, more than 2/3 of these stocks that made huge moves, look at that, were in leading industry groups. Leading industry groups. Most, right here, great relative strength. Average relative strength before they broke out. Do you see this here? Before they made their big move was 92. What's that telling you? It's giving you the recipe for a great cake. Focus on companies that are in leading groups that have high relative strength. You will dramatically improve your investing results. Now we're going to take it a little bit closer though. Watch this. I'll drag this into the window. These 2 points here, point 2 and point 5, make us money. And I have screens that I've developed years ago on MarketSmith that find these stocks. We know about the leading groups, and we're going to hit that harder in just a minute. But right here, these stocks made massive moves. Oh, you mean you made like 10% in 6 months? Oh, no. We're talking 50, 100, 200% plus moves. All right? In a good market. In a good market. Point two, 87% of these stocks that made massive move had earnings up 30% or higher. See that? 71% had earnings up 50% or higher prior to their breakout, prior to their moves. Take the average of this. What are we saying? We're saying, on average, up close to 80%. 80% is a statistical edge that you can use. 80% of these stocks that had really big moves had earnings up on average 40% or higher before their moves. I'll say it again. Focus on stocks that last quarter's earnings were up 40% or higher. You could say, I might miss something. Why not stack the deck in your favor and say, the odds are much higher that I will make money with these constraints and parameters. It works. It works. And remember, I had to make it work. Point five, 86% of these stocks had sales up 30% or higher. 63% of them had sales up 50% or higher right here prior to their move. Before they broke out, they had sales up. Well, 86% had sales up 30%, 63% had sales up right there, 50%. What are we saying there? Take the average of these, and we're saying about 74%? 74%. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 stocks had sales up on average 40% before they broke out. That is an edge that you can use. That is an edge that we use at MissionWinners. I have screens that I've developed that find those super stocks with these constraints. I'm going to show you one more slide here to help you. We can go through all this right here. I'll let you read it. But the last paragraph is worth its weight in gold. 50% of a leading stock's performance is linked to the industry and its sector. Almost half a stock price's movement is related to its industry and sector. So what do we do with this? We focus on stocks that are in leading groups. Top 40 groups, preferably. Top 40. Say, I might miss something. Stack the deck in your favor. Okay? It will really help you. See that down here again? Half these stocks were in leading groups or sectors. Half. And we know now, we know what to look for as far as group rank, leading groups or sectors, and we know what to look for fundamentally. Fundamentally, focus on stocks that last quarter's earnings were 40% or higher, or the average sales for 2 quarters was 40% or higher. And focus on stocks with a composite rating of 88 or 90 or higher. Focus on stocks that are within 20% of 52-week highs. Why am I laying all this out? To help you. And I'll tell you this stuff I'm sharing with you, I had to put all this together and make it, and again, I had to make it happen. I had to. So I want to share this with you to help you, to speed up your learning curve on what to look for. A couple other constraints. I don't buy low price stocks. $10 or $12 a share, minimum. I don't buy stocks, okay, that trade less than 200,000 shares a day. You say, I might miss something. Statistically, we can stack the deck in our favor because we know what works more times than not. Why not use it? Well, I think I'll try this. We're not in the business of trying. We're in the business of running money and making money. That's what we do. Last point I'll make, and this is important. I showed you this chart right here. And I'm going to clear this out to show you again. This is what we like. A clean and simple base entry gives a clean and simple exit for a much smaller loss. That really helps you. I could show you other examples here. EOG, clean and simple base entry. Look at the volume pickup here. All right. Yes, this stock, VIPs own this stock. right here, pushing through that line. See the volume pickup? Clean and simple base, and it's off to the races. In a crummy market, this is good money with very little hassle. And that's what we're looking for. Over and over, clean and simple bases. And I'm going to show you right here, Halliburton. This is a clean and simple shelf right here, going sideways. And look at the volume. People saw this. Well, watch this. And say, oh, there's a good reversal bar. Maybe it'll take this out, and I'll slide this over so you can see. Look at that volume pickup, bouncing off the rising 21-day moving average line, pushing back through the 8 EMA. We could say, yeah, those are clean tops there. It's a leading stock in a leading group, and it's got great numbers, okay? Trust me, it makes the cut. Advance it. Oh, gee whiz, do you think other people saw what we saw? Yeah, they did. Off to the races. We're buying. And it's working. That's it. Nothing fancy. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to summarize this to really reinforce the foundations. Focus on stocks in the top 40 groups. Okay? It's what we do. And again, team, folks, you know why I'm saying this. I had to. All right? I had to. I didn't have a choice. The family was depending on me. So I had to do it. So we worked hard and we found the constraints that work. Focus on stocks in the top 40 groups. I'll say 40 to 50 groups. Focus on stocks with a composite rating over 90. Focus on stocks that last quarter's earnings were up either 40% or average sales for 2 quarters was up 40% or higher. Focus on stocks with an accumulation distribution of A or B. No low price stocks, $10 or $12 a share minimum. They trade at least 200,000 shares a day. I'm telling you, this works. Look for clean and simple bases, and then look for that volume surge when it's pushing through the pivot, just like this. What does that tell us? It's simple. It tells us that other people see what we see, and they are acting on it. Isn't that what you want? You want other people to see it. And how do you know they are acting on it? 2 ways. Price is going up, and it's doing it on heavy volume. There you go. You combine those together, and you'll make money. Longer base, good volume here, good volume here. Leading stock and a leading group. Here, here, and look at the runs. There we go. Have sold some into strength, and we're in great shape.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.